have, through FOIA requests, we have a report. It's called the New World Vistas report, and it was put together by the greatest minds of our military, specifically the Air Force. And it was released in November of 1994. Okay. And on page 89 of that report is titled Biological Processes. And in that, it specifically talks about utilizing directed energy weapons, RF emissions, to basically manipulate the human body. And this is where it gets really interesting. The language specifically says they can manipulate thought processes. They can imprint memory sets and erase memory sets. And you've probably heard during the Middle East, when we were over there fighting those wars, our enemies were giving up in droves. And what they were utilizing was the voice of God weapon. They were transmitting the voice of Allah. Telling them to give up.
They were.
Yeah. And they gave up in droves. Well, this is the same mechanism that is being utilized. Where do we go from here? We can even go back a little bit further. There is another report that was issued by our United States Congress, and it's called the Committee on the Judiciary, United States Senate, 93rd Congress. It's the second session, November of 1974, and it's titled Individual Rights and the Federal Role in Behavior Modification. So this is in the 70s, and they were experimenting on prisoners. And unfortunately, we have a history of doing this, not only to our prisoners, but the mentally ill. They've been used as lab rats for non-consensual experimentation throughout history. We can talk about the Tuskegee experiments when they were infecting African American males with syphilis.
Just letting it see what happens.
Just letting it go rampant, even though we had penicillin, we had a cure. People died, people were disfigured, dismembered, and never had any compensation or remedies.
Just an apology from Bill Clinton many years later. That was about it.
They did nothing. I'm sorry. And in this report, back in the 70s, not only does it say that they were doing using RF technology, remote technology, to get real-time biometric data, but it also says they were able to manipulate and read thoughts. So that was even in the 70s.
Wow.
Now I'm going to share something with the public. How many out there have someone that they know in their family or know of someone who has mental illness? And the question I pose, what if it's synthetically induced? Okay. And where do we go? Is that possible? And the bottom line is it's yes. Okay. There's a gentleman by the name of Aaron Alexis. He was a soldier for the U.S. military. He called me one day, and he was expressing to me that he was having these exact symptoms. And he says, "Hey, I hear that you can help me with this." And I said, "Well, I can help you get data to prove that this phenomenon is happening to you, if it indeed is happening to you." So he complained of the exact same symptoms that our diplomats complained of. He complained of the exact same symptoms that my clients here that are U.S. citizens were complaining of. And what initially happens when you experience this phenomenon is that you're either in a state of fight or flight. He was a soldier, so he was programmed to fight. And what he did is he went to the Navy Yard here on the East Coast and he killed 12 people. And at the butt of his rifle, he inscribed the initials EMP.
Wow.
Electromagnetic pulse. Okay. I can tell you with great confidence that I believe that he was a victim to this. You have a case here in Florida. He was a African-American attorney, and his name was Myron May. And Myron May called me complaining of the exact same thing as Aaron Alexis. And again, I expressed, look, I can help you, but this is a long journey. It's not something that's a quick fix. Mm-hmm. And he says, I ain't got time for this. I got bigger fish to fry. I thought he was talking about creating a lawsuit and going after someone.
Yeah.
But he went to the University of Florida and killed 3 people in the research department. Wow. Because he thought it was coming from there.
Yeah.
And so the bottom line is if we know that the technology exists, that they can imprint memory sets, erase memory sets, then they can synthetically induce mental illness.
Yeah.
And that is what's happening. It's real. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a tinfoil hat phenomenon. It's conspiracy fact, which is a crime.
Watch this video for free at www.4bk.tv or download the app on your smartphone, Fire Stick app, Samsung TV, Roku, and other app providers.